Hey guys, it's Game Boy Advanced here with more Let's Play Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker. In the last episode, we got started on Dragon Roost Cavern, and in this episode, we'll get sorta close to finishing it. Also, I epic failed about 7 times. In this episode, or wait, that's what I just said. Wow, just wow. You stupid rat! You can't intentionally buy bait from them. Really, I have to talk to you, you stupid king. Yes, the King of Red Lions somehow has your stone, and he talks to you. We'll get into that much later, but why he has the stone, it's kinda... it's an epic... no, I'm not gonna say anything at all. So, go ahead and light a Deku stick on fire and throw it over there. Stupid rats! Ugh. I don't even care that you'll help me if I have bait. I don't, but even if I did, for what you've done to me in the past on the Forsaken Fortress, I don't want to trust you anymore. So, that treasure chest, you get a compass, and in this treasure chest, I believe you get the small key. You stupid rat! Yeah, rats have a lot better loot, usually, than most enemies, but I'm not sure if they can do this yet, or if it's just later. They can bump into you, and at least I think that's in this game, and steal your rupees. Like, you'll drop your rupees. I think that's in this game. Maybe I'm just crazy. So, there's magical floating stairs here. And this is the easiest key to get ever in the history of ever. The bird flies away because you startle it, and it is nesting a small key, hoping it will hatch into a baby bird. Apparently. I don't know. I make crazy backstories, if you haven't already noticed. Come and get me! Ah! Ooh, cool. That's my third feather. So go in here, and it is dark, and you can barely see anything. You probably know what you do. If you don't, I question your sanity. Or maybe you're like a little kid or something, and don't know what it means to be smart yet. A bat dropped an orb? Just, wow. That's rare. But it doesn't really do much, because they only drop hearts and rupees, and anyone who's played this game knows that we only have like 300 rupees max, and so any rupees after that are just basically useless. But technically we do need a little more rupees, and for right after this dungeon, and I'll show you that when it comes, but just make sure that you don't spend all your rupees like at that rat shop. Kind of being a little silent. This room is actually probably one of my favorites. There's one Bakuborin, but as you see, the spikes didn't go up. So basically what you have to do is go on a pot breaking rampage. And they're just hiding in the pots. They're not even big enough. They're like twice the size of the pots. So yeah, I don't really know how they fit in there. I don't think there's any here, but I do think there's that one mounted on the wall. And that might be the last one. What you have to do is roll into it, and then that guy will pop out. Yeah, that's it. Okay, and I think that might be the only one with a Deku stick. If it's not, I'm sorry, but I get my facts a little mixed up. Or maybe I'm just making up my own facts. I don't know. Did I? Okay, good. I was a little worried. I thought I didn't start my capture. So you get a treasure chart. I've already explained treasure charts. I don't know if I'll be able to get all of the treasure charts. I might have even missed one. I don't know. There's one item a little later in the game that you can only get at a certain point, or something that you do only at a certain point, but I don't remember what it is, and it's only a limited time thing, so I'm gonna have to check on that. It's not coming up really soon, but pretty soon. In this room, it's just a jerk. What a lot of people don't know, though, is that if you throw this at the Mogurias or whatever, you can shrivel them up, and that's exactly what you need to do. Or it's a pain in the butt. Then once the Molgaria or Molgara or however you want to pronounce it is dead, you throw your water jug onto this, and it's a platform. So now we're platforming in a Legend of Zelda game. Super special awesome platforming too. Seriously, why are there skulls? No other bones, just skulls. It's like there was a monster with only heads and it exploded in this dungeon or something. That's gotta be what happened. Because there's no way if the body fell in the lava that someone's stupid enough to just get their heads out. That wouldn't make any sense. So if you get your bomb and explode that one rock, it makes things a lot easier, because if you save and quit the dungeon, you can jump, just a second, in this pot, and you will come out at the beginning of the dungeon, which makes it a checkpoint. So if you save and quit, you can and you start at the beginning of the dungeon, you can just jump in the pot. There was another one that you saw. I didn't open it. I don't think I really need to. That lava is really cool. So now that I've explained what pots do, what those kind of pots do, you go into this room And there is that dragon. Now here's more floating stairs, and these ones start to fall. They're really not that hard to avoid unless you're running up against the wall. So basically you come in here and it's mini boss time. This is a little harder than the old this is a little harder than the mini boss from Forsaken Fortress. Actually that's technically considered a boss, but since it's the last one you fight and it's an abnormal enemy, yeah, I guess that was the boss of the first Forsaken Fortress. This one's a little harder, but really, it's not that hard. And then these are the moblins, which I've always had a fear of. I got over it, but oh my god! I die here from this stupid pig face. I'm gonna take my revenge. Really? Finally, God. Yeah, I have had a fear of moblins when I was a child. I got over it. He'll usually drop at least one skull necklace. If you get a swirly vortex thing, I'm not sure what to call it. It's a possibility he'll drop 2 or more. I don't think he'll drop more than 2, possibly 3, because they're pretty rare anyway. So then you rescue Medley, who is apparently captured, and she has found out somehow that Baloo's tail is leaking into the room, a room below where a big monster is pulling it and making him angry. So then she gives you this, and this is probably one of the most useful items in the game because it has 3 features to it. You can use it like this to grapple onto. You can technically skip orientation that she tries to give you. Like that. So you can grapple onto this. If you see an enemy, you can hit the R button and steal their items. And if you're out to sea, you can dig up, you know where you've seen those rays of light, like, and then they're like rings of light, and I went into this and I wasn't supposed to. They're like rings of light and they're multicolored, you know, those, and I don't know. You know what I'm talking about. And whenever you sail over them, they like make a noise, like a I don't really know how to describe it. I'll show you when I'm out to sea. Well, those have treasure, and you can use your grappling hook to dig up the treasure. So yeah, this is a pretty useful item. You use it in, I think, at least once in every dungeon. At least once in all the dungeons. I'm not sure. Let me think here. Yeah, I think so. And then this guy's struggling for his life, so you kill him, which is kind of sad. Now here is the thing with the grappling hook. Wow, that was glitchy. I'm glad I got it on camera. But you can steal enemies' loot, and Bakuborin always have a joy pendant. Always. So, yeah. It's pretty useful. Now, remember what I said about if you fight someone on... If you fight that one Bakuboran on the bridge, you